A new partnership between Beijing and Budapest has angered Hungarian taxpayers who will have to carry the nearly €1 billion financial burden. China is building a European campus of its Shanghai-based Fudan University. Not only are Hungarians to pick up the tab, but no local contractors will get to work on the project. Most Hungarians oppose the plan, and anger is growing against Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Thousands have taken to the streets of the capital to protest their government's cooperation with an authoritarian regime.
The area behind this fence in Budapest was supposed to become the home to more than 10,000 students. The plan to build affordable dorms, especially for people from Hungary's rural areas. The ground has been broken for various projects, including a new athletic stadium. But the government is also allowing China to build the very first European campus of the Shanghai-based Fudan University on the site. According to government documents obtained by the Hungarian investigative media outlet Direct36, the Chinese campus will be financed by a €1.3 billion loan paid for by Hungarian taxpayers. The journalist behind the report sees other worrying implications for the projects. Szabolcs Panyi says Hungary's intensifying ties with China create a friendly environment for Chinese intelligence.
There's an increasing number of Chinese students flowing in to the country, and China is known for using its citizens, forcing them to feed information to Chinese intelligence. So the larger the Chinese footprint is in Hungary, the larger the risk of espionage.
During various visits with his Chinese counterparts over the past decade, Prime Minister Viktor Orban has been openly pursuing an Eastern opening strategy in the hopes of attracting Chinese investment. At the beginning of the COVID pandemic, Orban personally inspected tons of protective equipment that had arrived at the Budapest airport from China. Hungary is also the only country in the EU to inoculate its citizens with the Chinese COVID vaccine. And it recently vetoed an EU joint statement expressing concern over China's tightening control over Hong Kong. So who really benefits from this relationship?
Hungary, I think, has vetoed the most in favor of China. So China is the #1 beneficiary of Hungary's disruptive power inside the EU, but we don't actually see Chinese foreign direct investment flowing in, pouring in to the country.
The campus, for example, will be built using Chinese labor and building material shipped in from China. And not everyone in Hungary is a fan of the Eastern opening strategy. Budapest's Mayor Gergely Karácsony is a key opponent of Orban. He has been showing his opposition to what he calls Chinese influence buying in his own special way. 4 streets near the planned Chinese construction site have recently been renamed. Students at the new campus may have to take Dalai Lama Road or Free Hong Kong Road to get to class.
Well, for more on this, let's go straight to our correspondent, Fanny Fachar, in Budapest. Hi, Fanny. Now, protesters against this project have been out voicing their anger. We can hear them there behind you. And roughly 2/3 of Hungarians oppose it. Now, what are their main concerns?
The main concern is the financial burden. It's estimated that this entire project is going to cost about €1.3 billion paid by the Hungarian taxpayer, a Chinese loan. Right now, currently, actually, the mayor of Budapest is speaking, Karácsony. Mr. Karácsony actually wants to run against Prime Minister Orban in national elections next year. And he says there's so many different things that could be done with this money. In fact, people who have gathered here, some who are actually also supporting the Fidesz party, the governing party, are saying they're disappointed because actually this project, or the money that's needed for affordable housing, is now going to be used for this Chinese project. But people here are also making clear they're not against Chinese people in Hungary, but they are questioning the financial scope of this entire project that is putting a burden on the Hungarian taxpayer. And let's not forget, Hungary is among one of the most corrupt countries in the European Union. So there's concern that through this project, the government and people that are close to the upper elite of Hungary is just simply going to use this as an opportunity to stash away money.
Right, so the Hungarian government has come out in defence of the planned now Chinese university campus, but who really benefits from this relationship with China?
Well, the Hungarian government says that Hungarians are also going to benefit from this project because actually Fudan University is one of the most prestigious universities, one of the best universities of China, so it can only increase education competition here in Hungary by setting up the very first European campus of Fudan University here in Hungary. So they say Hungary is actually, and Hungarians are going to benefit from it. But if you zoom in on the project, as I say, it's reportedly going to be financed by the Hungarian taxpayer, and it's going to be built by Chinese people coming from China and by Chinese material. So there you clearly ask yourself then, who is going to benefit this project? Is it really Hungary, or is it rather China and Chinese intelligence that through the help of Hungary is going to set a foot into Europe?
Fanny Fashar in Budapest, thank you.